welcome back to the channel. So we're in He'll Ville, just doing a quick video around He'll Ville. This guy here is looking for passengers, so let's have a little look around, see what's knocking around in He'll Ville, what's happening on a Monday morning. Good little restaurant at the back of here. It's an Indian restaurant, but it sells all Madagascar local food. Just down this little road here, on the left, just down here. Just there, that's the restaurant there. Good little restaurant that to use for reasonable priced food, good quality. Just got to wait a couple of minutes to get out of here because the badgers queue up here to get out. Just a right and left hand turn at the top of T junction. So we'll just wait for them to clear off and we'll be out of here. Go and have a look what's happening in the centre of He'll Ville. Just been to me silver jewellery maker. I buy silver broken jewellery off eBay in England, and I bring the broken silver jewellery here. I buy it for about 50 cents a gram in England, and I bring it to here and I get silver jewellery made, same as this. Madagascar love these bracelets. So I've had this one made. It's 70 gram. And it sells for around about $1.50, so I make $1 a gram on it minus the cost of making it, which is around about 30 cents a gram. So I do alright, make about 70 cents a gram, bring a few kilos, it all adds up. It's a nice little business. Normally sell it straight off to Madagascar. So I'll put it on Facebook, advertise it on Facebook in Nosy, and probably within about 2 or 3 days it'll be sold, and I'll go and take him some more broken silver jewellery and get another one made, sell that. So there you go. Just come to He'll Ville today from Manga Bay to use the bank and to see the Silverman. It's busy here today. Lots of people doing business, getting about, going to work. It's around about 9:30 in the morning now, so most places are open, doing their business. There's a silver maker there, makes silver jewellery. You've got a furniture maker. Furniture in Nosy is an absolute fortune. It is very expensive compared to the rest of Madagascar. They charge a fortune here. Wood's getting pretty thin on the ground, to be honest with you. So the price of wood is going up, not only in the west, but it's going up in Madagascar as well. Good business would be to buy furniture in the capital in Tananarivo, or even in other places in Madagascar, like Fenaransua or Tuliar, and load it into a lorry and bring it to Nosy to sell. And nice profits to be had. So there you go. This place here is where I buy my shoes. This company here makes the best Madagascar shoes, leather shoes in the country. These are them here, these shoes. These are a bit old, these ones that I've got. But I did buy a new pair the other day, because these ones got a bit ripped, but I ended up getting these sewn up because with them being leather, they're quite hard to begin with, and they end up hurting my feet, so I have to walk around the house in my new pair for a few weeks, get them softened in, and then I can use them to wear around everywhere. But for now I'm back to my old shoes, which I've had for about a year. They've been good shoes, they're solid, decent shoes. Cost about $18 to buy these. As you can see, I ripped them here, right the way along here. My little brother-in-law stood on the back of my shoe and my foot came up and I just ripped them. So I thought they were game over, bought me new pair and realised they're not game over, I need to fix them. So I paid 80 cents and got them fixed. Quite happy. Just leaving He'll Ville now towards Dar es Salaam, Manga Bay area, which is roughly around about 10 kilometres. We're doing all right at the moment. There's only me and my brother-in-law, in the Badger at the moment, but the Badger drivers do like to try and fill these up, and I'm pretty sure pretty soon you'll have another 1 or 2 people in here, and it's squashed. When there's 4 people in, they're squashed, but it's okay, it's cheap. The Badger price from He'll Ville to Dar es Salaam or Manga Bay is 3,000 Ariari, which is roughly around 70 cents. It's not a bad price. Takes a long time because the road's so badly broken. You can see the camera moving all over the place as he goes over all these potholes. The road is just full of holes right the way up. So it takes a while to get home, but we get there eventually. There's the main cemetery in Dar es Salaam, in He'll Ville, sorry. The tomb there. This place is booming though, there's a lot of business to be had in Nosy Be. This is the gendarmerie headquarters in Nosy Be. Got the insurance company for your insuring your cars and your motorbikes just here. This is where you buy the Badgers from. This here, the main dealer for Badgers in Nosy Be. Just there. Cost 12 million Ariari, which is €3,000, no, €3,000, $3,000, maybe just a little less. You have to pay for registration on top, which is around about another $100, and then you're in business. You can either drive them yourself and make about $12 a day, or you can rent them out for 35,000, which is about $8 a day, $7 a day for rental. So it's pretty good rental business. You make your money back in a year. I've done another video on my channel about Badger rental and buying Badgers and renting them out. Worth a look. Check out my other videos. There's some good videos on Nosy Be and also my business, what I get up to in Tuliar and that. Little place that does motorbike repairs here, repairs mopeds. It's got all the moped parts are there in this place here. I think this is the main place, to be honest with you, that I've seen where it's really busy all the time. Most locals take their mopeds there, I think, to be repaired. Just picking up a new client here. Oh no, it's gone. He decided not. Oh yeah, he's back again. Okay, we're off. This place on the left here sells motorbikes. It sells second-hand goods from Europe. It sells cars even. It's a charity-based business where they give most of the profits to a children's charity in Nosy Be, I think, run by Italians. A lot of Italians in Nosy Be. I think about 80% of the tourists are Italian, which is unusual because most of the tourists in Madagascar are French. So they've got the monopoly on Nosy Be, the Italians. Look at the price of the petrol. 4,900 for diesel. 5,900 for petrol. that price has gone up rapidly. It's gone up about 30% in the last month and a half, due to the problems with Russia or Ukraine, and also the problems with the Saudi Arabians putting the price of the barrel of oil up to above $100. It's hurting the world, and it's definitely hurting the Madagascar. The Badgers in the capital city actually went on protest and blocked the roads with their badges, demanding that the government bring the price down on the fuel. Of about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Obviously it didn't work out for them, but God loves a trier. Now the woman getting attacked in the badges with us this morning, who was very wary about getting in, because the place for her to sit was in the middle on the back seat between me and my brother-in-law, and I think she thought she was going to get kidnapped for organ trafficking, which does happen in the south, but now and again it even happens in the capital city and stuff. But in Nosy Be, it's pretty much unheard of to be kidnapped for organ trafficking, but it does happen. This is Africa, and there's a lot of business in the West for organs, and this is a place, unfortunately, the place where the West looks, and even places like Asia look, is Africa, to take body parts. Sick business, but there you go. This guy's got loads of these things, all the same, those vehicles. There's about 5 or 6 of them in there. I don't know whether they used to be taxis back in the day or what. I don't know what they were, the tourist transfer or whatever, but I think they're a bit old school now and out of date, and I think they're just sitting there in a graveyard basically for cars. But there you go. Some nice houses here. Look at this thing here. Don't know whether it's a hotel. Could be a hotel, or maybe it's an NGO, possibly. Big old thing though. Just coming up to the main shopping centre. Leader Price is just up here on the left. A few other boutique shops as well in there. Nice bar and restaurant as well. It's expensive, like there's nothing cheap there, like. But if you want something from overseas, like a tin of tuna or something, that's the place to go. It's called Le Mal Nosy Be. The Mal Nosy Be. See, some people wear helmets on the motorbikes and other people don't wear helmets. It depends on if you're willing to give the police a present of maybe 50 cents when they stop you. When they stop you, they say, "Oh, where's your helmet?" You know, and you haven't got one. You say, "Oh, I haven't got one. Sorry, I don't wear helmets. I don't believe in it." They say, "Oh, you must have a helmet. You know, have you got a present for me? It's quite hot. You know, have you got a beer possibly?" And you end up giving them 50 cents, 70 cents. Or if you're a local and you know the police, you can just say, "Oh, brother, you know, that's a faddy uncle, you know, excuse me, uncle," and they'll just let you go. You don't have to pay anything. Depends on who you know and what you know. When it comes to that, most of these vehicles that you see along the roads, they don't have insurance, they don't have the MOTs, they don't have anything, they don't have any paperwork whatsoever. You know, you might have the registration paperwork for the vehicle, that's about it, but most of them don't get insurance. They just pay the police when the police stop them, 50p or something. In Nosy Be. Most of the rest of the country, they have insurance and stuff. But also on the motorbikes, you have to wear a helmet by law. But on the back of the motorbike, the passenger doesn't have to wear a helmet, which is very strange. Because you'd think if the motorbike crashes, the guy on the back's going to come off as well, like. But there's no law on wearing a motorbike helmet on if you're a passenger. Some projects of the president here, this project presidential. Not too sure what it is. Looks like a school. I think it's going to be a school project, that. He's doing quite a few projects here at the moment in Nosy. He's building a cheap housing place where you can buy one of the units for around about $15,000, but you pay for it over 5 years. So and then it's yours. But it's for people that need to live in Nosy, like school teachers or doctors and people who haven't got a house, and you can buy one of them. It's just further up here on the right. I don't know whether we'll get to see it because I think we might be turning off before then, but there's about 60 apartments by the looks of it, something like that he's building. He actually took power about, I don't know what year, but maybe 2012. He took power in a coup and became president for 4 years. And then after 4 years, the president changed, and now the same guy, he's back in power again as president. He didn't take it in a coup this time, no, he won it in an election. Got flags outside. When they've got Madagascar flags outside the property, it means that it's a government property. It's either a police station, it's a gendarmerie place, or it's somebody who works in the government, like a minister, that sort of thing. Nice day today though, nice and bright, not a cloud in the sky, looking good, looking like a nice day. Been to measure a piece of land at the side of the road, a bit similar to this bit here, which is in Dar es Salaam, just on the entranceway to Dar es Salaam, which is the main tourist resort in Nosy, and we're going to rent it and build some little units that I can rent out. So that's where we're heading, that mountain in the distance. There's the 3 big apartments that rent out for €500 a night. Just there in the distance, those big white apartments that you can see at the top of the mountain there. They look at right over the plaza, right over the beach in Dar es Salaam. Very, very nice. You use them for a lot of music videos and stuff like that. Rent them for the day and do a music video. There's a motorbike track here. Every year they have a motorbike competition here. garden centre here. Sells all this just over there, the back. Sells lots of plants and plant pots. These women here are going to wash their clothes in the river there. Nice scenery around here though, look at it. Beautiful. All green and nice coconut trees, palm trees, little paradise. Except for the road. I'm travelling in one of these bumpy little badgers. There's a hospital just in front there, run by nuns. Hope we don't need that place. Don't like hospitals too much. There's a police here in the road trying to stop badgers. So I'll have to put the phone down because they do not like being recorded. Yeah, he blew his whistle for the badger to stop, and the badger never stopped. He just drove straight past him. That happens a lot. you can stop if you want to stop, and if you don't want to stop, you don't have to stop. It's strange, like. Depends on the actual badger driver. Sometimes the badger driver will just wave to them and say, "Oh, hello uncle," and drive past. Other times the badger driver will turn his head the opposite direction as if he hasn't heard his whistle, hasn't seen him, and just drive past. The police do nothing like that. All they're doing is just collecting money. That's all they're doing, like. Just corruption money. They get their wage. Those guys, those policemen, they earn like 400,000 Dari, which is $100 a month they earn. So, and on this road here, if they stop like 1,000 badgers in a day and get 1,000 Dari off each one, they're getting 1 million a day, which is another $250 a day, just in corruption money. So they can top their monthly wage up massively. They do have to, don't get to keep it all. They've got to give half of it at least to their boss in the office. When they finish their shift at night, they go see him and he says, "How have you done today? What have you got for me?" And they give him half the money they collected, each one of them, and he makes money off like 20 or 30 or 50 different police who are on the roads around Nosy collecting money, and makes a fortune. See these kids here, they're filling in the holes here on the road with sand and then asking for presents of drivers that are going past. Sometimes they get lucky and they'll get like 20 pence or something thrown to them out the window of the car, which is good. Not bad for the kids. They can even make more than their parents are making doing that job, just filling up a hole and stand there with a shovel all day saying, "Look what I've done, pay me." This is a great business on the right here. If we don't hit this badger, that is, of course, and might get to see it. God knows what they're doing. But they break stones. They get big stones and they break them into small stones, and then put them in these sacks. And the lorries pull up and they sell them for building. There it is there. Forget what the name is. It's called caillasse in French. I don't know what it is. I've been in Madagascar so long I forgot what they call small stones. But there you go. It's called kayas. Sometimes I find it hard to speak in English because I've been here living with Madagascar for that long and I don't really associate with foreigners. But I speak a combination of French, English and Madagascar. This person here sells stones and slabs of granite, slabs of slate for building materials. That's a good little business. Some big plots of land still ready to be developed. They're all owned by somebody. But a lot of Madagascar, they'll start building something and then they run out of money because they underestimate how much it actually costs to build something. And when they're earning, some of them earn like maybe $100 a month, other people earn $200 or $300 a month, but still $100, $200, $300 a month is still not a lot of money. You get people that, you know, like got this here, it's not finished, but they're probably living in it. It takes years to save up to build a house in Madagascar if you're in Madagascar. Most of them save up for like 5 years and they save hard. You know, they'll eat like just basic food, rice and potatoes, and stay away from the expensive things like meat and fish, just so they can save up to buy bricks and roofing materials and wood. And then when they've got a decent amount of it together in the garden, then they start building. And after 5 years they've got a house complete that they can live in for the rest of their lives. Every Madagascar dream is to own land and build their own house. American dream, baby. Guy gets more phone calls than most people. I wonder what he's doing. Probably a local drug dealer. Said he's working on the road at the moment. Driving the Badger. He's on the phone. He's trying to avoid holes in the road. Checking his mirrors, I hope, looking for what's behind him. You can basically buy a driving license in Madagascar with corruption money. You just pay them, pay the driving agency. I don't know how much it is, but I guess around about $80 or something. And then you buy a car or a motorbike, and off you go. Good to go. Never had one lesson. Enjoy. Good luck. Another house with flags on it. Must be another government property owned by somebody who works for the government or owned by the government. You can put flags up on your house for Independence Day and the month of Independence Day. Like this guy's got a flag here. That's not a government property and it's not government owned. That's somebody who shouldn't have a flag up there, and the government can come along and say, what are you doing with a flag up? Take it down, and even give you problems. The woodyard. But I think Nosy B is a bit more chilled out than the rest of Madagascar. You can pretty much get away with stuff here. Like there's a foreigner there riding a quad bike. And like a lot of places in the world where you don't need a helmet to ride a quad bike that's got 4 wheels. In Madagascar you need a helmet. But he hasn't got a helmet. Probably lived here for years. His wife probably worked for the government. If he gets stopped by the police, he can just say, oh, don't worry about it, here's 50p, or come on my friend, give him a wave. We're just getting close to Dar es Salaam now. Also we're getting close to the piece of land that I'm renting to build a few units on. As I'll show you that on the way past. In fact, we're going to stop around there anyway. But that's going to be a good business to do. We basically rented a small plot of land, basically a grass verge it is. We've rented off the government for around about $18 a month, and we're going to build 4 units on it Probably cost us about $2,500 to build a unit, and then we'll rent the units out for around about $50 a month each unit, get about $200 a month back, probably get our money back in, I don't know, 15 months, something like that. Nice return on investment, and they'll be our units for as long as we pay the rent of $18. We get to keep the units, so should be a nice passive income stream that we're going to jump on and get started. In the next couple of weeks we'll start doing it, and I hopefully have it built out within a month and a half or something. We'll be finished on it and we'll get more rented out. You've got Manga Bay if you go straight on there, and on the left here leads you to Dar es Salaam, the main #1 tourist resort in Nosy Be. This is Jurama here, who supply all the electric and water. They're building solar panel places there, and they got this place here. Proper loud it is there. Got big generators generating electric there. This is where they play the football here on the right. There's those 3 apartments that I told you about before. We're getting closer to them. They're at the right hand end of the beach. And here we are in Dar es Salaam. I think this is a church here. Could be a mosque, but I think it's a church. Pretty high-tech, modern church. We're going to get out in a minute and go back to my land and then walk home. Just need to go and see a friend. So I'll finish this video just here, but as you can see, just here on the right hand side, this is the land we're going to rent. Just here, this bit of pavement from here right the way along there to the corner. So we'll be able to build 4 units on there, just like this. Tell him to stop.
Okay.
So there you go. We're going to get out this badger now, so I'll pay him and we're out of here. Yeah. See how much money he gives me back, like. Doesn't like this note. This note's got a rip in it here. Badger driver just giving me back. Tamila! Doesn't like it, he doesn't like that note. Yeah. Here's a nice boat, nice new one. Didn't like it because it's got a rip in it. Miss Ultra, acre. There you go. Got my money back. 4,000 back, 6,000 to rent that. To rent that badger to go from He'll Ville to Dar es Salaam. 6,000 is around about $1.50 for the 2 of us. It's 75 cents each. This guy sells charcoal. Yeah, there's the land there that I was talking about. It's just this plot here from this villa sign here, just behind the banana tree, just there. So we're going to build 4 units, just like these ones here, on there, and rent them out. Nice little passive income stream, and it's just near the Royal Beach Hotel, which is just there in the distance. It's a 4-star hotel where all the best people stay when they come to Nosy Be. People who like to spend a bit of money and enjoy life and live the good life. Jurama actually own this, the electric company actually own this big plot here as well, and they're going to turn this into a solar power centre for solar panels, the whole thing. I don't know when they plan to do that, but that's what they're going to do. Everything's moving to solar now. There you go. I'll end this video there. Give us a like, give us a sub, have a look at my other videos. Thanks for watching.